Hello. So, I'd like to discuss um, our taxes theft, but in the context of a debate. So, if someone is presenting you with this question, like how do you go about answering it, and let's see some of the points. So the first point that isn't very intuitive is to ask, well, taxes for what? What do you need these taxes for? Is it to line the pockets of politicians or the friends of politicians? Because in which case you would say, well, that definitely is theft. Or is it to help the poor? In which case you could say, well, fortunately, we have other mechanisms to do that, and those would be charities. You could reference that prior to the war on poverty in the US, that there was a trajectory of capitalism that was able to give a lot of people jobs, and the remaining people who are a minority that were not able to participate in the market through no fault of their own were able to be helped out by charities. But in general, are taxes theft? The answer would be yes. It is a violation in the US Constitution. It's a violation of property rights, and it is a form of initiating force on the citizens of a country, in a sense where if you do not pay your taxes, then you would go to prison for not doing so. Now, some people say that it is our social contract to pay our taxes, that it is our duty to, as part of society. Once we are born and turn 18 in a particular country, then we've technically automatically consented to this sort of social contract. Now, I'm not going to answer this one fully in this video because it's a debate within a debate, but I just wanted you to be aware that that is a possible reply. If in the previous questions what taxes are used for, they would cite things like protection services like the police and the army to keep you safe, then you would ask, well, how did we pay for those things before 1913, which was when the United States started implemented the income tax for technically the first time. There was like a time during the Civil War that it was implemented, but in 1913 it was implemented in earnest. And when it was implemented, the people that it actually did tax had to earn something like over $1.2 million by today's standards. And when they would have been taxed, those particular people, they would have paid only 6%. So it's been a slippery slope since then. But in general, how do we pay for all these protection services? With fees. So if the police, for example, were asked to protect a rally or protect a sort of large party or a business, and they could charge fees for doing so, or if you needed a particular form, then you have to pay a small fee to get it. That could be one way. Another way could be voluntary payments, so people go knocking on doors. Please support your local community police station. They've been doing a good job. Can we please have some money? And the third way that they used to do back before 1913 were tariffs, meaning that people outside the country trying to sell into the country had to pay like a sort of a custom or tax, but by doing so you don't violate the property rights of people inside the country, in a way. And that's kind of it. I hope you do a bit more research on your own, and I hope that it may help solidify your position on this if you are asked it in a debate. Good luck.